So I was going to make a public apology, almost in fact, I think I called it a public flogging to E. So Ethan's birthday was Sunday, right?
Yeah.
And with everybody's birthdays, Bethany's, we were wishing everybody's birthday. I get to Monday, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot to wish Ethan, one of our greatest friends here, and our co-host, a happy birthday. So I wish him a happy birthday on Monday, and I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry. I'm apologizing. Ethan's letting me run with it. He's like, oh, it's okay, bro. It's okay. And you know where I'm going with this?
No, I do.
You don't? Oh, yeah. Mikey does, because I caught it. Now, again, part of it's my fault, because maybe it's the old age thing. Maybe we do this a lot, and I forget.
You told me happy birthday, though.
On your birthday.
Yeah.
So
the
while
morning
I'm sitting
of.
there,
But he did it in the
our chat.
Yeah.
The group chat.
And for the podcast. But here I am on Monday, sitting here like, oh, yeah, I'm so sorry, bro.
It's because we were on the phone.
I forgot your birthday. And Ethan never stops and goes, oh, bro, you wished me happy birthday yesterday, man. You never.
But I caught it
lets
afterwards.
me hang myself.
No, I caught it afterwards.
So I had this.
I'm bad about them when they're on Sundays like that because we're so busy anyways.
Yeah.
When some people, like, I think I said it to him I don't even know if I said it as much as like happy birthday. Like, we were on the headsets because I was upstairs and then he was running the camera and he did something. I was like, oh, you can get away with it this week because it's I was like, oh, you can get away with it this way, happy birthday, because it's your birthday or something like that. I said something along the lines like
I had to play Tyler this past week in the first round of playoffs in fantasy, and I beat him, and he's like, that's my birthday present to you. Happy birthday. I'm like, yeah, right.
I mean, that's fair. So, I was going to come on here, kick this off with a heartfelt, apology to all of our viewers and listeners, and you just let me hang out there.
Well,
I
caught it afterwards, so I didn't purposely do it. I just knew. I was like, oh, he did tell me happy birthday on my birthday. I didn't even realize it. So that's my fault for not acknowledging you telling me happy birthday. I turned 31. If anybody wants to know, apologize.
31, man.
The dirty 31.
Yeah, you feeling old, bro? Feeling old, huh?
Yeah, I'm half of Aaron's age.
Wow, crazy work right there. Crazy work. Hey, who has the church sign this week?
That's Mikey.
I have it this week. Okay.
You got it. Wait. So this is our last episode before the new year kicks.
Yeah.
You got a Christmas one?
I can find one in really quickly, but I did not.
Okay, what do you got?
I want to do this.
I thought on my sign the other day where it was like Jesus had two dads and turned out fine, and y'all were like, whoa. I thought about that while I was driving yesterday, and I'm like, bro, that was so bad.
Yeah. Okay. This is not great, but this one says, what do you call a sleepwalking nun?
A sleepwalking nun?
A sleepwalking nun.
I have no idea.
Hang on.
Oh, wait.
I was trying to think of this.
Oh, you want to run it? Okay.
Yeah. You give it a second there to.
Is it something that we should know? Or is it off the wall?
I mean, it's not off the wall. It's going to make a ton of sense once I say it. It's like a play on words. Like a play on when I say it.
I wouldn't even.
Come on, Aaron.
I'd be like, is the word sister in there?
No.
Okay, I have no idea. I was trying to rhyme something. I don't know. Run with it. Yeah,
all right, you don't have nothing?
I got nothing.
Okay, a Roman Catholic.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Sleepwalking nun. A
good.
Roman.
Yeah, no, I get it.
That was good.
Catholic.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Dad joke puns. Look up. See if you can find a Christmas one real quick.
Okay, yeah. It's not.
Everybody give a
just
round
like
of applause
Christmas.
for Mikey bringing his laptop back again.
Yeah, I know. It's been a minute since I've had it.
Welcome-
I don't have the
welcome
last
back,
two.
laptop.
I think I haven't.
You did. No, you did have it, but it's just weird when you don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't get the connection to the information highway.
No. AKA the internet.
Yeah, anything
Yeah.
we look it up real quick.
Aaron, you got dial up on that thing? Go ahead and run it up for us.
I
I do-
remember
mine has,
dial up.
like,
I'm gonna be
dial-up.
honest with
Heck
you.
yeah. It wasn't even worth getting on. It
We
wasn't
lived
even
in
worth
the-
getting online.
Yeah, we lived in the dang
That-
sticks back then, and it would take that was when LimeWire was big, so it was burning CDs and
yeah.
stuff. We figured out that
Like, I got all the free movies, all this.
Well, it would take like
why does my computer have all these viruses? I only downloaded 100 pirated songs.
yeah, it's
I don't
like
really.
pop up. But
Yeah.
just remember that,
Wasn't it? What was the one with the rocket on it? The rocket where you could download the music. Like you could.
I remember LimeWire, FrostWire, because they shut
Yes.
down LimeWire and then we went to
Yeah.
FrostWire.
They were like, "Hey, we'll fool them."
There was one, it's almost like Stream East and all that.
Yeah. Well, there was one that was a rocket logo on there, and I used to go on there and download music off of that all the time.
What was that? I do remember it though.
I did. I used it a lot
because it came after LimeWire, right?
Mhm.
Like the LimeWire completely had
Yes.
finally met its match with copyright infringements left and right.
Yeah, well, because then everybody started getting movies on it, and then it was starting to.
Yeah,
I remember athletes talking about it. So Jeff T, he's like a point guard, came up late or mid 2000s towards the 2010s is kind of when he came up. But he was talking about being at Wake Forest and was like downloading that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then the FBI or something was like came beating on his dorm, and he's like sitting there, and he knows what it's pretty much for, and he like throws his laptop out the upstairs window of his dorm, so it like flies to the yard out below him and all this kind of stuff.
What the heck?
So, but anyways, yeah, he was caught. He was caught trying to do that. Okay,
Oh, you got one?
All right.
I've got a couple. One says, Christmas easier to spell than Hanukkah,
Oh yeah.
and then
I mean, you ain't lying.
let's see.
How do you spell Hanukkah?
Don't even get me
H-A-N-A, Hanukkah, H-A-N-A-K? I have no idea.
I
think there's a U in there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, come on.
H-A-N-N-U-K-A-H.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, the H at the end. Ugh.
Okay, last one, and then we'll.
Bro, speaking of old music and stuff like that back in the day, remember Netflix? It would send you a DVD in the mail.
Yeah.
Bro, my mom got us when we first got our subscription. It would be the red envelope, and you peel it open, and the movie's in there. And I'm like, oh my gosh! And my brother and I'd be like, "What did we get this week?" They're like, "Yes, I'm like reading it, and it's the stupid little white sleeve with the movie on there and the description." Sometimes they were trash, but it was
Redbox.
still fun.
Redbox was awesome.
See, we
Oh,
didn't use Redbox.
Redbox
that
was
much.
great,
I
yeah.
never used it that much.
Oh,
You talking about
I
like
would-
the actual box, like the
one at Walmart?
Yeah,
or
yeah,
outside the store, yeah.
We would.
that was fantastic. We used the heck out of it.
Yeah, I used to steal from there.
That's good.
My-
I don't
This
condone
was
that, but
Pre-Jesus.
they don't have them really. They don't have them anymore. I don't think they may have a couple here and there, but it's not
Yeah.
as big.
There is
I
one
got-
outside the CVS, I think.
Oh,
I haven't
but you
seen
used to be
one in
able
a
to
while.
get video games from them. That's what I use it mainly for. Was
Yeah.
the video games. So you get the video games from it, and but you used to be able to use gift cards.
So wait,
as a credit card.
Oh gosh, you got them
So-
on that. Dang,
Yeah,
bro.
so it would only charge as much as what is on that gift card. So it was $5. It would run that $5 after 5 days or whatever it was, and then
Keep
you got
it.
the thing for free. Or
They didn't really think this
put
out,
old
did they?
disc, put old disc back in it when you put the thing back in.
Yeah, I'm about to say you could
and
put
keep
a
the new
different
disc.
movie in
Yeah.
there or whatever.
Yeah, I don't condone that. So
No,
I'm just telling you kind
Not
of
that
my
they-
past.
Yeah, they don't really exist much. Anyway.
Mikey
Well-
spent prison time for that, guys. Okay.
Yeah, he did. He did his penance.
To take us into the next segment, this will be the last church sign. It is. I'm also making a list and checking it twice. Signed, God.
Oh,
So
Hey.
That's cute.
hey,
yeah.
you know, I think that's good because yeah, like you said, we're gonna talk about the Jolly Fat Man, and you
Yep.
know, of course, we are lovers of the Lord, and He is our Creator and the true, honest gift giver. But so Christmas is almost here. I think this will drop like right before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
What? You know, Christmas, I think, means something to everybody. I think, like, if you're a child, you love gifts, that color lights and everything. But, you know, and of course, we are men of God. We're on fire for the Lord. So Christmas means Jesus' birth to us, so on and so forth. But outside of that, like, what's the best things? What sparks you about Christmas? What do you love? What does Christmas mean?
I think
'Cause
for me and for our family, it's more of just tradition stuff. Just creating the memories and stuff. We understand. My wife and I understand that it's not about the gifts.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, Jesus is the reason for the season. Like,
Sure.
we
Amen.
understand that completely. You know, we tell our kids that. So, but I think it's more of traditions. It's the excitement from the kids. It's the anticipation from the kids and what they're going to get and what they're going to get to open. That's kind of where,
Heck yeah.
kind of how we view it as. So that's what it, not necessarily what it means to us, but that's kind of what I look forward to. That's what we look forward to in our house. So,
Well, I'd say similar to Mikey. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a 3.5-year-old and a newborn, so it's
Yeah, you got littles.
Yeah, it's last year was really like the first time being in our house and like throwing a bunch of gifts and everything in there, like getting her expression, and she was just kind of like she didn't really care. She was excited, but it was kind of like caught her off guard. But like I literally just told Bethany I wanted to start start a tradition of some sort with the kids because I didn't really have traditions growing up. Not that we didn't like have a good time or nothing. It was just we never really did full on traditional things.
Like one gift on Christmas Eve type
well, like
thing.
my mom
Like,
would
a lot
let
of
us
people do
open
that.
one up on Christmas Eve, I guess you could say. But that was just because we'd beg the crap out of her for it. And then my sister would know what we'd got because she would help my mom wrap our stuff, so she would kind of hint to things to us.
Divulge the gifts a little.
Yeah,
Did you
I
ever sneak around trying to find your gifts when you were a kid?
No.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna go look.
The longest time I didn't understand how Santa Claus would come down our chimney because we had like an old style fireplace, it was like a what is it called?
Oh, like wood burning type stove.
Yeah, it was a stove top
So
fireplace.
separate, just had a
Yeah, and
thing.
it was like a big old fat like steel stove in the living room, and it had like a circle pipe like this big around all the way up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way.
He's magic, bro. He's
And
magic.
I remember one night, all of our dogs got in the house, and it was before Christmas. Obviously, it was one year. I mean, not one night. And me and my brother shared a room, and my sister comes in there, and she's like, "The dogs are in the house." I'm like, "Well, what's going on?" I'm like, "What the heck?" And I'm probably like 8 years old, and I'm tripping out. And I'm like, "Why are the dogs in here?" And my mom and dad are like, "Oh, get them back outside." I guess Santa came through the door this year and didn't let him in. And then come to find out, my parents were going in and out of the house, getting gifts and stuff, wrapping stuff, and then all the dogs came in. And dude, for the longest time, I was like,
So it wasn't Santa?
no. Sorry to all you listeners.
Yeah, I mean,
it was not him.
You just crushed the spirit.
Yeah, all the young
magic of
all the young
Christmas.
bloods listening.
Yeah, my dad did something similar to that for Josh and I. He set up a video camera to catch Santa, and my dad put on a Santa suit
Dude, that is legit.
and walked through the camera, set the gifts down, and walked out past the camera.
Oh, my.
And
Walks
then
by the
left,
camera,
like,
throws a little.
Wow.
So like, but he left like snow prints. Well, Arkansas, zero snow. It's like 50
doesn't snow
degrees
there?
outside.
Oh.
It does, but it's like 50 degrees at this time. We didn't catch it. We were obviously it was younger,
Yeah, you look back and you're like, oh my
But
god.
we played the tape the next day. So my dad put it in. He's like, let's see if we caught anything. And then we put it in the VCR.
Hey, what was your reaction?
Dude,
I
what a
was
G.
freaking out, bro.
What a G for that,
Yeah.
bro. That is the...
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh my god!
Hats
I was
off.
like, we got him.
Hats off to Mike
Well,
Senior,
that was
bro.
good. Remember that was big when America's Funniest Home Videos were getting popular with Bob Saget.
Yeah.
So it's like, holy crap! Like
Mikey,
we got him. We got him.
Oh, we're
like,
sending it.
like we got this man on tape.
Bro, I freaking die if I see your reaction.
We call
But
the
it
gov-
makes you think of the Grinches that come in the houses now, and they're like, oh, and they get all
I'm
riled
not,
up.
and I'm not trying to be like this, but Hispanic households are my
Yeah,
favorite.
bro.
when
Oh,
do it,
they-
because
what?
those kids freak
They're freaking yeah,
out.
they freak out. They start fighting him. They try to fight him.
And then they'll just start running and punching. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. I've thought about doing that,
I
like
know.
trying to do something like that.
Harper would probably beat you
Well,
up, bro.
you could have Tyler dress up as the Grinch,
Oh,
come in
he
all
probably-
crazy.
Yeah, he probably hurt himself. Not saying he like does that, but he goes so overboard.
Yeah.
He would probably hurt himself.
Those videos are wild, bro.
And we do we did the Elf for the last couple of years for Liam, and then we've told him since like kindergarten when he could like fully grasp it. Like we
Right.
told him
Yeah.
like, hey, Santa's not real. Like it's it's about Jesus and everything. But we want to give you gifts, and we still do the whole Santa gift for him. For the kids we do one Santa gift.
Yeah.
It's usually the bigger of the gifts that we get them. We do one and then leave it unwrapped. Not that it's like the most expensive, but it's more the bigger, just because. And we wanted to tell Liam, mainly because obviously we know there are kids that aren't as fortunate, don't get stuff,
Sure.
and then so we don't want Liam. I didn't want Liam going to school being like, especially in kindergarten, like,
Oh, yeah.
Santa brought me an iPad, and what'd you get from Santa? And some kids like, well, I got a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So it's like, why does Santa bring it? So we never wanted any kind of child to go experience that. So we told Liam like, hey, like he's not real, like, and all these things. And we did the elf and moved the elf around, and we still do the elf for Harper. My dad got a Grinch elf, and it's literally. But Liam was kind of helping us set up the elf for
that's cool.
Harper and
Yeah.
like being a part of it. So he would come up with the ideas of like where to move it to and stuff like that. But my dad got the Grinch elf, and we didn't tell Liam about it. And so after him and Harper went to bed, we set it up the other day, and they were side by side, and we got them. We got him a couple of. Harper's really big into. She loves any Grinch like movie. She loves the old one, newer cartoon, and she loves the Jim Carrey one. She loves them all. She'll just sit there. She can watch them all. She'll watch one and say, "Hey, play." She'll say, she has them named. I don't remember, but she'll say, "Name this," and then we'll go to the next one. She'll just watch them on loop. So she really likes Cindy Lou Who. So we got her the Grinch or whatever brought a Cindy Lou Who ornament.
Oh, wow.
One of the Hallmark ones that have been out at Walmart.
Yeah.
We were in Terrell at Walmart doing some Christmas shopping, and they actually had a better selection than Canton does here. Anyway, so we gave her that one. Then we got Liam. Liam likes The Nightmare Before Christmas. He likes Jack Skellington or whatever.
Yeah.
And there was one ornament with Jack Skellington. He's got Christmas lights where it's just him like dancing. It's just his little silhouette or his little figure, and he's holding Christmas lights. So we got that for him. But Liam didn't know it was coming, and the Grinch and Kelsey had made a sign that says "Merry Grinchmas" on it or whatever, and set it up, and then put them in front of it. So it was cool. And Liam's like, so he's like, "Where did that one come from? Did you and mom buy that?" And we're like, "No, we didn't buy that," because I wasn't lying to him. I was like, "We didn't buy that." But I was just messing with him, and so he kind of was like, for a second, you could see that he wanted to believe again. Like he wanted to, like, okay, what is this? So it was kind of cool. And I'm like, no, your papa, which is my dad. I was like, your papa bought it, and he gave it when it set up for the Harper lost her mind. So
cool.
It was cool. But I mean, as far as like tradition stuff, like that's what we do. We like to do that. We don't go overboard with it, like people with like set out powdered sugar, and they do donuts with like a monster truck and like get crazy with it. Yeah, no, we don't. We just kind of move him around the house in a different position.
People got too much time on their hands.
I know. Well, and
I mean,
when
Amy,
you remember, it's
Amy was
midnight.
doing that stuff, and I was like, bro, way too much.
Well, and it's midnight when you remember. And
so
it's like, I don't know.
I gotta move the elf again.
We just take it.
See the videos where they just pick him up and throw him across the room. Hey, where's he at today?
Hey.
One time we got a shoestring and tied it to the fan, so he was like swinging real slow in the morning when they came out. That was probably one of the most extravagant things we did. But yeah, so it's fun to do that. I like Liam being a part of that. But we'll wait another year or so and then kind of tell Harper, because we could probably tell her now. It's just her grasping it.
Yeah,
and I don't want her, and then because there's still, how kids are that age, they'll tell everybody everything they know. And then I don't want to have that conversation at, I don't want to have that conversation at church where
your daughter's told all the kids.
Your daughter's told all the 2-year-olds that Santa's not real. Yeah. I'm like, oh gosh, dang it, I'm sorry. So I don't lie to your kids, but
you should thank me.
I
took care of it for you.
I made it easier for you. Yeah. So we'll wait about another year and then we'll kind of tell her. So
Ethan, do you do the elf thing for him?
No, we just never did. I didn't do it as a kid, or like I don't even think it was a thing when I was a kid.
I don't think so either. It wasn't.
But I don't ever remember doing it. And then the only time, I think the first time I ever heard of it was because we've been around Mikey and then since they had Liam, and that was the first time we've heard of it, I think. But we just never really did it. Probably because we just didn't want to keep up with it. To be honest with you, I think that's why we never did it. So
it is a second or third job, depending on how many jobs you have.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and especially if you're one of those people that's like, oh, I got to do something different. Like you were saying, my wife came up with a lot of crazy stuff, but she'd be burnt out by the middle of the month.
Yeah,
like,
well, and that's
is this thing over yet?
Kelsey's the creative one. I'm not. Well, Kelsey works nights.
Oh yeah.
So, and then when she's not working nights, a lot of times she's tired from working the night before. So it's like 4 or 5 nights out of the week, she's not up past the kids, and so it comes to me, and I've got zero creative ideas, and I just want to put it somewhere. So, but when she does it, she does great stuff. Like she has all of the ideas, and like they can get creative with it.
Mikey, look at the elf kids digging in the trash.
I'll like shove it in the Christmas tree, or I'll shove it in the I'll shove it like Harper has this Gabby's dollhouse backpack, and it hangs on it. We got a little backpack rack because she wanted one to hang behind Liam's, and so I just like unzip it and put it in her little backpack, and it hangs out. So I'm just like, I just put it places, and you see all these other videos on like TikTok and Instagram where parents just go all out,
like Hershey Kisses, and the elf has used the restroom on the table.
Yes.
Like why? Why?
Don't get Aaron started about bowel movements.
They like put like goldfish in the
nasty little elf.
Yeah.
Like there are still people and children that do believe in Santa Claus, but Santa Claus was based on a real figure, though. I bet you guys didn't know that, or maybe you did. I don't know. Did you know that Santa Claus was based on a real person?
I feel like I've heard this story.
Or did you think he was just 100% made up?
No, I think I've heard of this story.
Yeah, because
don't catch me lying. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've heard of the story, but please enlighten us and the listeners, Aaron.
So I think it was. Let me see. I got my notes here. I think it was 4th century. Let me see. Yes, so 4th century. So that would be like the 300s. So that's how long this guy. I mean, that's how far back his story goes. He was a Greek saint, and a Greek bishop later became a saint, and this was in Turkey, or what is now known as modern day Turkey. It wasn't Turkey at the time. And so he would go around into like houses where maybe certain this time of year, where maybe houses didn't have food or because a lot of stuff was like certain sweets and different things, and he would bring stuff to them, and then these kids would wake up, and so. So yeah, it was 280 to 343. His real name is Saint Nicholas of Myra. Was known for piety, helping the poor, and secretly providing dowries for 3 girls to save them from slavery. So that was a saint thing that he did. Okay. He was a patron saint. He became the patron saint of children with his feast day celebration on December 6th, where children left shoes for treats. So they would leave shoes, and then treats would get put into them. Dutch influence. Dutch settlers brought. I'm not even going to try to say that word. It's like Sinterklaas, which stands for Saint Nicholas, to America, maintaining traditions of secret gift giving. So there you go.
Yeah. I knew like different countries do it, like different ways. Like I know like the Dutch, like they did like a fill the shoe or whatever, like a clog or whatever. Like I know stuff like that is they feel it that way. So it's kind of cool. I've looked at it. It's been years ago that I looked at it, but kind of like the different traditions that different countries keep. It's very similar, but how they do it. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then he's evolved. It was like the 1800s where a cartoonist took stories about St. Nicholas and started drawing what he believed this individual would look like. And then, of course, that individual evolved over time. The red coat.
The reindeer, the elves.
The reindeer.
Where did that come into play?
Yeah.
Well, it's like
the questions evolve. Like, how does he get everywhere? How does he make all these toys? Yeah. He's got to have counterparts. He's got to fly. And so
where the freak did the milk and cookies come from?
Yeah.
That's just the parents. I am a large individual that loves sweets myself, and I think at some point there was probably a parent that was like, hey, I got a great idea. Let's make Santa Claus love some milk and cookies.
He's already fat. Let's just
feed him up.
And we're leaving beef sticks and 0-calorie water.
Yes,
zero diet water.
Yeah.
So were you guys told when you were younger that Santa wasn't real, or did you guys find out that Santa wasn't real?
Oh, that's okay. Hey, do you want to touch on that? I can go first.
No, I don't really have I would say a story. I just remember.
I got a wild story, but yeah.
I remember I've always thought, like, in the back of my, like you said with Liam, you're like, for a split second, you're like, oh, dang, is it real? Yeah. So, like, I would do that where I'm like, oh, dang, did they get me or is it real? I remember one year, and this is a cool story, but my mom bought my brother and I matching pellet guns. Me and my brother are 18 months apart. I'm older. But we always had to have, if I got something, he got it in a different color. Like, it was just how it was. We got the same thing growing up, or we shared. And we both got pellet guns. And I'm like, oh, this is sweet. Like, I was so excited. And then I remember my mom, like, going like, hey, why don't you look up there in the tree right there on the side? And I'm like, what? And I looked, and there was a scope. And I'm like, oh, like, I freaked out, you know? I'm like, oh. And then to me, it registered like, okay, my mom bought this because she put the scope there. But she's like, Santa put that up in there. And I'm like, no, he didn't. I know you did it. But I would catch on because.
How old were you?
I don't know. I may have been 10 or 11. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or right around that age. But we lived not far from here, out in the country. And I remember my mom, she would always hide a bunch of presents in her closet because my sister would tell me. And then all magically everything would come out the night before Christmas. And most of it, whatever. But I just knew my parents were wrapping our presents. Like, I caught on to that. And I'm like, okay, this is not Santa Claus. So I just caught on. The one that got me the longest, off topic kind of, is the Tooth Fairy. Yeah. That one got me, bro. I'm like, hold up. Hang on.
Years after you lost your last tooth?
Yeah, I'm like, wait, when did this like why am I getting quarters and not like money or your what got me was I remember doing it like putting a tooth in there in a little sandwich bag, and I remember sitting in the back seat and I pulled my tooth out. I'm like, oh my god, look. My mom puts it in a sandwich bag. I put it under my pillow. Nothing happened the next morning, and I told my mom about it. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot. And I'm just like, you forgot what? And then she told me, and I'm like, all right. I got you.
But
I was like, dude,
got him.
For some reason, that one got me the worst out of all things.
Not to be super off topic because it's Christmas time, but since you brought up the tooth fairy, I just, my kids are all old enough that teeth aren't coming out anymore. Just want you guys to know the tooth fairy is hyperinflated these days. So I hope you guys are taking it out. Like, I remember getting a quarter, 50 cents.
Yes, that's what I got.
I maybe even got to a point where I was getting $1.
A dollar bill, yeah.
But I heard kids are getting 5s and 10s and 20s.
Hey, your neighbor got like $100 the first time he lost a tooth.
Wild, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, let me come pull one of my teeth out, dog.
Yeah. Shoot, I got 32 of them. What's up?
Them all out right
you can
now.
have them. Yeah. You can have them.
Anyways, when did you find out Santa was real?
I also was 10 or 11, and this was back when the toys like G.I. Joes, like not the really big ones from the 70s, but like the miniature ones that had like moving arms and legs, the hard plastic.
This is a black and white TV.
No. This isn't.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Shut your mouth, Ethan. Listen, and so
MASH.
it was like they were like, yeah. We watch MASH. Anyways, I won't lie about that. But they were like 8-inch figures, and then you had like vehicles, and you had all these different things. Like all that, like G.I. Joe was massive through the 80s and to the early 90s, of course, maybe even mid 90s, and so I had asked for this like massive like command center for G.I. Joe. Okay. It was like a vehicle. It stood probably 2.5 feet in height. It was like 1.5 feet in width, and it would unfold and be all these levels to it. Okay. So it was big, pretty big. And so I asked for this specifically from I'm like, Santa, this is what I want. This is what okay. Well, we'll get the letter to Santa. Okay. Cool. Well, friends of ours were having like a Christmas party, and it was like 2 days before Christmas. And I remember my sister, so I was 10 or 11. My sister's like 3 years younger than me, and we were snooping. I ain't gonna lie. We were snooping. But I'm going to be honest, we snooped every year. And the crazy part is, like, my parents were always really good at hiding the stuff from Santa.
Yeah.
We never caught anything until this year. Now, looking back, I almost wondered, because they hid it so sloppily, was it a setup? Like, was it we don't really want to break it to them, so this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Because
go get my shoes out of the back right side of the closet behind all these things.
Yeah, so it was in the garage, and it was in a big box. Like, it was a big box. The box was probably 4 feet by 4 feet, right? So it was a big box with a blanket just thrown over it. We've been in the garage a million times. Our bikes are in there. All of our stuff's in there. And I'm like, that wasn't there.
Yeah.
So we go, and I peek, and I look, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then Christmas, I don't say a thing.
Yeah.
I say nothing. Christmas Day rolls around. This thing's out of its box. It's put together with a thing says, from Santa. And I'm like, wow. The crazy part is I don't recall them ever coming clean. I think that's why I believe it was.
My mom would still write from Santa even when we were like teenagers. Just she's like, this one's from me and your dad, this one's from Santa. But there was like the legit gifts that you would get. She always would get us like what we'd ask for, like a phone or an Xbox or whatever you want to call it. Or like me and my brother are really into these remote control cars that were like super high powered. I tried to sit on both of them one time to see if they would drive me. I weighed too much, but I tried. They were big, but they were fun. But the ones that were the cool gifts were from Santa. She would do that to be funny, but yeah, I caught on early. I feel like I caught on early, but they never set up a video like Mikey's dad. That would have sent me, bro.
Oh yeah, that would have had me for a minute. I ain't gonna lie.
I was like 4 or 5 when that happened, and then I found out first grade, Christmas break of first grade. We came down. We would come down for my dad's mom and dad lived here in Texas, and so we would come down and visit on they always make fun of me because they would bring our presents in like my dad would drive separate in a U-Haul truck and would have Josh and I's presents all like packed into the U-Haul, and then my
What
mom
the
would drive us
heck?
in a different car. We used to get quite a bit at Christmas, anyways.
So it was just
Wait,
easier
the
to
U-Haul
have
was
a
packed full
U-Haul,
of gifts?
It was, yeah, but it wasn't like the big moving ones, like
like a
the,
little trailer one, or you would he was
Yeah.
driving one.
Yeah, it would be like a trailer,
Like we
yeah,
used to
but
help
he would
Tyler
never say-
move?
huh? Yeah,
like the
but-
one we used to help Tyler move.
Yeah,
with?
but my dad would be separate, so we wouldn't be curious as to what was in it. So it would bring
Wow.
our gifts.
Yeah.
Anyways, I was sleeping on the pull-out sofa. Josh and I were sleeping, and
And you said
We
this is
went
first
to-
grade, right?
first
grade. Okay.
So we went to
6 or
bed,
7,
went to
something
sleep,
like that.
and then we wake up at I wake up in the middle of the night, and I catch my grandma setting stuff out, and I'm like, that don't seem right because all this stuff.
Wait. So the pull-out sofa is in the same room as the tree?
The pull-out sofa was in the living room, but the house was packed, so there's nowhere else for us to be. So we were on the pull-out sofa. So they were trying to
they
do
just setting
they
y'all
were trying
up, bro.
They were trying to do it like 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
When they thought we'd be like dead asleep.
Yeah. I wouldn't chance that.
Hey, Josh over there
I
nudging.
remember I got a Goldberg toothbrush. That's when they
The wrestler Goldberg?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So that was when it was still WCW and WWF.
Yeah,
Right.
hey boy, WWF boy.
Yeah. So I remember, and I woke up the next morning, and that stuff wasn't there when we went to bed. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, look what Santa brought," and all this stuff, and I'm like.
I'm like, you said I'll throw the laws.
Yeah, I was like, no, y'all set all this out last night, so that's when I kind of figured it out. So, but they didn't see me wake up. Like I woke up and saw my grandma doing that, and I'm like, that's weird.
Catch you off guard, bro.
Was
Yeah.
Josh still believing at this point?
No,
Oh, he
Josh
was.
knew because Josh was 5 grades, 4 years ahead of me. So
Oh.
at that time, he was already 12 years old or whatever.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
he knew already. But yeah, that's when I figured out. I'm like, that don't make no sense. So, but this is like I said, like a year or two after my dad had done the video, so I was hardcore believing at that point. You know what I mean? Like I'm in it.
Dang.
Y'all don't know we caught
I
this
remember the
dude.
feeling too,
Dang.
like this sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
like when I used to find your gifts,
Yeah.
Yeah.
then it would suck and be like, God, I should have not found these because it was so much better when I opened my gift and it was an excitement.
Man.
You know, like when you open a gift and you don't know what it is, and it's like, oh my gosh, I got this. Or like when
Yeah.
your parents are like, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get that. Like that's expensive,
Yeah.
blah blah. And then you
And
get
they get
it.
you with it.
We
yeah.
got the PS2. And then remember the PS2s used to be that was the first console that could play DVDs
Right.
and Blu-rays.
Yeah.
PS2 was.
Yeah.
We got the Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man came with the PS2, and we got it. Well, it was the last gift. We didn't open it. And it was me and my stepbrother at the time, not Josh. It was a different brother at the time. My dad had remarried. Anyways, we opened up everything. It was a good Christmas. We had good stuff. And they were like, oh, wait, hang on. There's something else behind the
What
tree.
is that? Yeah.
And then we're like, hey, we didn't see that. We pulled out. Like on PS2, we're like, holy crap! Like we're freaking out.
Yeah,
At
this
that
is
time, 'cause
fantastic.
we had a 64 and like a Dreamcast, so we had
Yeah.
different things. But it's like, oh my gosh, it's PS2. And but I had one time at Last Stories of Waking. I know we had to get some other stuff, but
Nice.
we had a shop out back, and my dad was like, "Hey, go get the screwdriver." I had like a gift. He said, "Hey, go get the screwdriver out of the shop. Come back, and I'll put the batteries in this." I'm like, "Okay, cool." I go out to the shop, and I'll open the door of the shop, and I'm like, "A brand new bike." And it's Christmas morning. It's a
Yeah.
brand new freaking bike. I'm like, "Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
that's mine. That's mine." Well, I just get the screwdriver, shut the door, and go back.
Grinning ear
Like
to
a-
ear.
yeah.
Hey, I got the screwdriver.
Wait,
in.
did,
Yeah.
did he send you?
He sent me to get the screwdriver
So that you would see it.
Yeah, yeah.
So I bring
Oh,
the
gosh.
screwdriver back, and I give him the screwdriver, and so I just sit there and wait for him to put the batteries in, and he's like, "So," I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
So, like, I'm like playing dumb to it, and he's like, "Did you see the bike, you idiot?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just didn't know. Like, I
Yeah.
was bringing the screwdriver like you told me to do." And he's like, "Go get the bike." And I got cowboy boots that year too. Well, and actually it was cold, and it was like it had iced or whatever.
Yeah.
So I put my. He's like, "Go." And
Oh,
he's like,
no.
"Go back out. Go ride your bike." I put my cowboy boots on. Well, that was my first pair. They weren't rubber bottoms, silver soles. They were
The leather bottoms.
leather
Oof.
soles. So they were
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Heck yeah.
if you get leather soles, you got to take the first thing you got to do is you got to scratch them against
Yeah.
concrete so they get rough and they
Yeah,
get
yeah.
grippy. I took off running outside, and I made it about 10 steps outside, and we was on a little pavement. I said, feet straight up in the air. I was running to the bike, boom, right on my back. I'm like,
Oh my god!
but I wanted the bike. I wanted to get on the bike so
Yeah.
bad. I got up,
Played
and
it
got on the
off.
bike, and I was like, I'm good. And I got on the bike and
Like
rode
the
it.
kid that shoots himself
But-
with the BB gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't happen.
Yeah, I didn't shoot myself in the eye. So, no, that was just kind of like a little story. I always think about that. Like,
Was this before or after Santa?
This is after I found out about
Oh,
okay.
That's what I
Okay,
knew. They
cool.
didn't probably play it off. They just kind of played off like, oh, like we had you one more gift. in the
Yeah.
shop. So
So it was still a big surprise, which is
it was, yeah. Like I had to buy it because we had a long driveway. We had like a half mile, 3/4 mile long driveway.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
And so
That's deep.
we lived out in the country, big time, like we burned our trash. Like we didn't have trash pickup.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
we had a hole dug in our like back of our property, and my stepbrother and I, we had to haul the trash bags out and put them in the burn pile and burn them.
Wow.
Well, then I figured out that hairspray was flammable. So anytime
Oh.
my stepmom would throw her hairspray away, we'd dig it out of the trash.
God.
And I'd be like lighting trash. Anyways, so, but
You know what else is very flammable? Germex.
Germex is, yeah. I used to be able to squirt that on your kids, squirt it all over your hand and light
Kids,
it, and it
don't
would
do this
burn
at
up
home.
before it would burn.
It's like a
The-
blue
'cause
flame.
How much the alcohol content?
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it would burn off on your hand. Anyways, yeah. So that's my that's kind of my
That's your
Christmas
Christmas
stories.
magical stories.
We had
Yeah.
a similar with the bikes you're talking about. We got dirt bikes, like a whole 70cc like pit bike, whatever you want to call it, and then a Fat Boy, which I had for the longest time
Yeah.
until like a couple years ago. But we
Oh,
were
wow.
we were young.
Yeah, we rode it in the parade one year.
Yeah,
He did.
but my sister got on the Fat Boy, which is it's a little Baja bike. It's got big tires on it and whatever, and it's got like a whatever CC like lawnmower engine on it. And my sister had got on it, and she'd never driven one or whatever. And it's a throttle on the handle. It's not a little thumb throttle. It's a twist throttle, whatever. And she gets down the street, bro, takes off, never even rode it. You don't have to shift or nothing. You just throttle and go. And she just whiskey throttles it, bro. And she's in the ditch, like
no.
it's like her feet are off to the side, and she's like holding on. It's just
Oh
Christmas
my-
morning, bro. Like we're like stoked. We're out there, my brother and I. She's holding on to whiskey throttle, and it's just dragging her. And the ditches are deep, and it's just dragging her. She will not let go. And my dad just takes off sprinting, chasing after her. Bro, it was the funniest thing. But that was our. Well, you
How
talk
old
about
were
getting
y'all?
the bike. We were probably 13. I was probably 13 or 14. My brother, and I was probably 13 or 12, and Evan was 10 or 11, roughly, or 11 or 12. I mean, somewhere around there. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But and your sister's
Similar,
older, right?
yeah.
I
She's
remember,
3 years
yeah.
older than me, so she was just out there screaming and whiskey throttling, and that was like the first time I've ever seen somebody do that. So it was very, very funny. She was fine; nobody got hurt. But making me think of the bikes, and you said that's what we got, dirt bikes, and my sister did that, and it was gold. But yeah, my mom and dad did the same thing. Like, oh hey, go outside and look. Like there might be something out there to whatever they did, and it was kind of similar. And you go out there and you like crap a brick because you're like, what the freak is this?
yeah.
But they bought them at like Tractor Supply because they sold them at Tractor Supply for the longest time. They don't sell them no more. But
Yeah, that's why I talk about like the traditions of stuff, because like I want to
Yeah.
have those memories. Like I want to obviously instill in my kids like that. Jesus is the reason. Like
Yeah.
we have what we celebrate and everything like that. But like I want my kids to have those memories. Like I love looking back at Christmas. I love the feeling that I got from the Christmas time. And although we didn't have a church. We didn't go to church. We didn't have anything like that.
Yeah.
But I remember those times, and those were great family times.
Oh, yeah.
And so I want my kids to have that. Obviously, I want them to have a relationship with the Lord more than anything. But I want them to have those times and remembrance and like getting things and being able to open stuff. So, I know we wanted to talk about like the true meaning of the Christmas.
Yeah, which I mean, I think that it, even people that are non-believers know. I mean, it's Christ Mass, right? It's a celebration of the birth of Christ.
Yep.
People say, well, his birthday wasn't really in December, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, we can get
Like,
into semantics
we-
where it's
exactly.
Some people say September. Some people are like, well, it may have been earlier because of the birth of lambs being in the spring,
Right.
kind of stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean, but
this is where it is. This is what we celebrate, and it is the meaning. But I want to talk about something that I feel is, I don't know, maybe slightly controversial in the body of Christ, and it's back to Santa Claus, right? Because Santa Claus is a figure; he's a staple for this season, and there's a lot of people that are. First off, there's a lot of people that are against the tree and the lights and it's a pagan this and it's that, and then they get into Santa Claus and they just go off. You're right. Christians are like, oh, you can't. You're lying to your kid. You're teaching them about a figure. By the way, if you rearrange the name Santa, it's Satan. And then
you
you're
remember
just
the movie
come
like
on.
2 years ago that they released? It was called where the boy wrote
Dear Satan instead of
Dear
Dear
Satan
Santa.
with Jack
instead-
Black.
Yeah, and so
Yes.
I went to Satan instead of going to Santa and all this kind of
I
stuff.
feel like we just talked about this.
We
Or we
did.
talked about it
I
on
think
one of our
movies
episodes.
a while back,
yeah,
yeah,
but
a few episodes
as far as
back.
this one, yeah, but as far as like kids believing in like Santa, like I don't know. I think obviously everybody has different feelings about it.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any ill intent behind a kid believing in Santa.
That's kind of my stance on it. Now, if you want to believe full hardcore, where you tell your kids at 2 years old like this is not real, we're not going to believe it, not going to celebrate it. Yeah, that's fine. We
100%,
we go a
yeah.
different route because I don't want to say it, like we want to make the memories with our children that way. Not that what you're doing is wrong or like you don't want to make memories of your kids. That's fine. I'm not. I just this is how the
Yeah.
route we want to take. But my kids are going to know. My kids know who Jesus is.
Right.
My kids know that. You know,
And
that
that's
kind of
the
stuff, so.
and that's the point that I think everything always comes down to, right? That people lose sight of, that biblically everything, when we look at being on fire for the Lord, it is a heart posture. Do
Yeah.
I go and tell my kids, hey, Santa Claus is real and him and his gifts are the reason for this season? No, absolutely not, because my heart posture would be wrong in that.
Yeah.
But like let kids enjoy. Plenty of Christian households let their kids watch Veggie Tales. I'm sorry, but talking carrots ain't real. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I think
And they don't have arms. How they
Where-
get around?
yeah, this is crazy.
Well,
work,
yeah.
right?
Where
Oh,
do
you
you
guys
where
are
do you draw a
serious.
line at? Where do you draw a line? Like,
Yeah.
if you're not going to do, Santa. No, like, if you're going to take that stance, do you do any? Should you be doing any gifts? Period.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and I don't want to get into that because I don't
Well-
want to seem like I'm argumentative about it or whatever. Like my way's the
Yeah.
right way of thinking and yours is not. But I don't want to get into that. It's just like, where do you draw the line? Like I am curious. Like, if you want to look at me doing this to my kids, like why do you even give gifts at all? Do you do gifts?
Yeah.
Well, then you get into birthdays. Why do you do gifts at birthdays? You know what I mean?
And that's my point. It's like when we put our tree up, I don't put my tree up as a pagan symbol. I'm not like, hey guys, pagan holiday, let's get it, and then go put our tree up and then put all these lights on it. And I don't even know what pagan holiday these people are talking about.
Well,
at the end of the
that's
day-
one thing I've heard is the tree was the original representation of the pineapple, the upside down pineapple. Now,
Oh, the
whole
swinging
really?
thing. Yeah.
that
I
was
didn't know
the
that.
original was the Christmas tree.
Really? So you would
I've heard
put
that.
a tree up and people would know that
Yeah,
you're a
like,
swinger? Or- that's crazy work right there.
Let's see if I can.
That's see.
Google me, Chuck.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
All
I've
right,
never
which
heard
one of
of
you guys
that.
put your tree up first this year?
You probably.
Yeah, probably you.
I think we were close though.
Me and you. But I did it out of sure fact of knowing that I was going to be having a newborn. I did. I told y'all
You
that.
had like 2 extra weeks though.
What? No, but when we came back, whenever we went, when did we go? We went in November 23rd, and I did it. I didn't want to deal with it when we got back because I decorated the tree by myself, got it down by myself.
Yeah.
My wife being pregnant and all, she didn't want to help me. Shame on her. Whatever.
Gosh dang, my wife being pregnant and
really,
all.
She's really milking that.
Yeah,
it's
come on
horrible.
Hey, she's bouncing back pretty good though.
So were you able to find anything on that?
Yeah,
Like, is that-
it just talks about
like,
like the origin
yeah.
of swinging or upside down Christmas trees comes from both practicality, saving space in small European homes, especially Poland, as it also religious symbols stuff. like
Wait.
that.
So the tree has to be upside down?
Yeah, so it was originally like upside down.
Some people decorate their trees upside down. By the way,
Really?
yeah, you never seen that?
No.
Yeah, where you can mount them that way down.
They mount them from the ceiling down.
So they're
yeah,
swingers. So they're
I
they're
mean,
they're,
that's-
they're making a statement.
it's a cute mount me tree. You know,
That's great.
you never heard of that?
But that's my point. Like at the end of the day, like none of us put our tree up going, hey, I can't wait till my friends come over and see my upside down tree or whatever the case may be. Like,
Aaron hits him with a little.
yeah.
You see my tree?
That's crazy work right there.
I'm kidding.
No, yeah, for sure. No, and it's decoration. You know, there's people that decorate their house for every season, and I don't mean Christmas season or Halloween. I mean fall, spring. People are like, oh, let me put some nice. Let me change the colors of this, and there's people that do really nice stuff to their house, and it's just decoration.
Yeah, we have boxes for each season. We have a spring box. Kelsey has a fall box. We have a Christmas box, all that kind of stuff.
We just have a fall box and a Christmas box as of right now. They could get more, but who knows?
Which is fine. You're just decorating for your house to look nice, right? You just want to change it up. Like, there's no heart posture, ill intent.
Yeah.
And so I think people need to. And the craziest thing, and I'm not trying to call people out. I think we love everyone. We pray for everyone. We pray for believers and non-believers alike, because that's what we are called to do. But I think a lot of people get hung up on this stuff so much, and then if they were to really take a step back, I'm not saying everybody. Like, there's some people that get hung up on this, and they're really on fire for the Lord too. That that's just how they see it. But I think a majority of people that get hung up on these kind of things and get hung up on your kids can't dress up as princesses around Halloween and go get candy. I don't. Again, heart posture, right? I think there's people that kind of go hard on this.
Oh, yeah.
And then when you like start to analyze the fact that, like, hey, they probably haven't picked their Bible up in 3 months, or haven't actually talked to God on a relationship level in forever. It's like, what are we really doing? Like,
well, there's a difference between like doing the Santa thing and doing the gifts thing when your kids know that you love the Lord, that see you have a relationship
100%.
with the Lord.
Yep.
Reading your word, praying. It's visible that you have that, and there's a difference in celebrating Santa, doing the gifts thing, and your kids, the only relationship they see that you have the Lord is going to church on Sunday and Wednesday, because you know people will talk about you if you don't go.
Yeah.
So
100%.
I think and again, that gets down to the heart posture, because your heart should want to go. Your heart should want to be in communion, be meeting with Jesus everywhere you go, and going with like-minded believers. So going to church and doing things like that, wanting to be in communion with Him, there's where your heart posture is, and then doing that stuff. So,
and the celebration of a holiday, yes, we celebrate it as Christ's birthday, and we will continue to celebrate it as Christ's birthday. But all the other stuff that we do, the lights and the trees and the eggnog, which I want to talk about in a minute. Have we?
I don't do eggnog.
trash.
I knew you guys.
Tastes like loogies.
I love eggnog. And I've been like really watching what I eat.
I
for
know,
some-
bro.
for
I
months
knew
now.
Aaron loves eggnog,
And I
bro.
just want some eggnog so bad.
That's my brother.
I just like, man,
Yeah, Josh the same way.
I will
Love
pound
it,
a
bro.
half gallon of it right now, but the sugar content would just get me.
What happens to you if you drink too much?
Drink too much eggnog?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, being an insulin-dependent diabetic, it will make me very sick. It will be great for a moment. And honestly, it's a lot of sugar, so...
Was it worth it?
Yes, it will be. I'm going to have some on Christmas Eve. I'm just going to keep that real with you right now. Probably a whole carton of it.
Nobody
A quarter
judging
gallon,
you,
quarter
dog.
gallon.
Ain't nobody judging.
I'm going to
That's
get a
your
quarter gallon to
Christmas present.
myself. That's it. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, so like I just think, again, heart posture, it's important, because as our our show here is really predicated on being on fire for God. We need to recognize that it's okay. I think it's okay if you don't want to put up a tree, but I think it's okay also if you want to put up a tree.
Yeah.
It's where your heart posture is.
Yeah, I agree.
Again. So,
Don't believe the little articles you read on Facebook. So, sometimes that's how a lot of this stuff stems out. It's like, oh my God.
rage bait. Like a lot of people how many people are like, oh, I'm going to post something about Jesus here and about how God doesn't. And the post gets so many comments. And it's like, people, you just got baited in to their post. So let's close on a happy topic. What's the funniest or craziest gift you ever had? Because you guys ever done White Elephant?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I think mine is definitely. I had a White Elephant gift that was pretty wild, but that would be the craziest.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You start us off.
So I was at a White Elephant gift party, and we, Amy and I, were married, and we got some pretty nice stuff. Like we got some nice stuff. We wrapped it up, and this was years ago. And I remember, like, okay, we did the whole White Elephant thing. We go to open our gift, and I opened, and people know that this is where the irony comes in. People know, like, I don't do bathroom stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't talk about it. I don't need to talk about it. I don't need to
Poo
discuss
poo and
it.
pee pee.
Yeah. Thank you,
Pee
Ethan.
pee poo poo.
Anyways, so it was a toilet putting green
Oh, where you can sit on
where you sit on the toilet.
and
It
put-
comes out like you like lay it out in front of the toilet, and you can just sit there and play this putting game while you're on the toilet. wildest thing ever.
So some people, that's cool.
Yeah, I just gave it to somebody. I was like, we're not. I have no desire to hang out in the toilet that long. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But that was probably the craziest. I've had some other ones, but if you guys ever had like funny gifts or best gifts, I guess too.
Golly, I'm trying to think. I know I've gotten a lot of like good stuff. Obviously, I'm just trying to think of like what would be the best. Kind of phase as we get older. You know what I mean? Just kind of thinking back, what was like my best gift I've probably ever received, outside of what I've already talked about today. You know, outside like the bike, the PS2, stuff like that. Dang,
I don't want
we
to
did
put
a
you on
white
the spot.
elephant one time, and Ethan had brought I ended up with a salad tosser thing mixer. You remember when you got that gift?
Yeah, but I forgot about that.
I don't remember. Everybody had brought some. We brought white elephant gifts and we're doing it. But I do vividly remember that going home with a salad tosser thing, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? And then we still have it. We got it in our house when we lived.
Have you
in
ever used
Kaufman. No, never used it. It's still sitting in the box in the shelf in our little pantry, or not pantry.
I forgot all about
laundry room
that.
area. But I'm like, well, I'm not gonna use this. You like put your salad ingredients in there, and you
You spin it, right?
like
I
turn
see
it,
those,
and
yeah.
it mixes it up for you. I'm like, hey, I can use a spoon and do that or whatever. So I thought that was like one of the.
Ethan's like, man, I thought it was heartfelt, bro.
I've seen that,
you know.
I don't even know if I bought it. I may have bought it. I don't know.
No, I think Bethany did.
Oh, okay. Well,
I think Bethany bought that one. But yeah, that one.
I buy cool white elephant gifts now. Whenever we do white elephant, because you go like 5 and below, you go on the back. They're like $10, $15, and $20 or $25, gifts, but they're really cool. Obviously, they'll probably last like a year, maybe, but
yeah, still cool in the moment.
Yeah, like in the moment you open it up. Like we bought a big Bluetooth speaker. It was $20, but our limit was 2 gifts that are $20 each. So we bought a big Bluetooth speaker. Like the box is like that wide and it's probably that tall and it's heavy. So I'm like, somebody sees this, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god!" It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we bought was like a little handheld vacuum for your car. Which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, somebody would want that. So
better
I
than
know
a
people
salad
do like
tosser.
the gag gifts, but I like doing the cool gifts. I say they're cool, but stuff that people would fight for.
Yeah. The
last
gag's funny in
year-
the moment, but nobody wants to fight for it, and then it's like
Exactly.
it's a wasted gift. Somebody's going home.
It
with
is.
Last year at Bethany's family deal, everybody was fighting over all these gifts and everything, and somebody opened a box, and it's still in my pantry in the box, not opened. I think it was last year, the year before last, but it was a Hershey's like hot cocoa like combo box, and I'm like, the only reason why I asked for it, I'm like, I'll take that because everybody was like whining that they were getting it, and I'm like, oh, I'll steal that one. I was being the nice guy. Like, people did for you with the putting green. That was kind of cool, but you didn't want it.
No.
I took the Hershey's thing. It was like a hot cocoa deal with Hershey coffee mugs in there. And I'm like, oh, it's got coffee mugs. Like, those are beneficial. It's still sitting in the floor of my pantry on the ground, like
In the
behind
box?
stuff in the box. And I look at it every day, and I'm like, I need to open that and get those mugs out of there and throw that chocolate away. But
Oh my god.
I don't know. I've never really gotten anything like
Wild
super
or crazy.
funny or wild. But yeah, I like cool things wise. Like I got my Black Martin guitar my mom bought me for Christmas.
Oh, that's tight.
She let me
Yeah.
go pick it out. But as I got older, she's like, "Hey, go get what you want for Christmas. Go pick out what you want," type thing. And then I don't know.
That's the way to do it right there.
Yeah, when
Like
you
when
get
you're married,
older.
you're like, hey, I'm going to get you something, but I'm going to let you pick it out.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't even. We weren't married yet. Like me and Bethany weren't. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm just saying just
as
now.
married,
Like,
Oh,
giving
yeah, yeah.
secret gifts, like,
yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Instead of you get your spouse something and they're just, or
I
they
just-
get you something, you're looking at it like,
I don't ever buy
Thanks,
Bethany anything. I
honey.
just put a bow on my head. And I'm just like, "Hey, girl, I'm here."
wow,
You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
It's easy.
That's why you keep having kids, right?
That's right.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, it's a few days to Christmas, so we love everybody. Get burnt.
Write us a message and Aaron will buy you a gift.
Yeah.
Definitely won't do that. But Merry Christmas.
He has a putting green for
Let
his
us know
toilet.
the craziest.
You can have the putting green.
Let us know the craziest gifts you received in a white elephant or like off the wall. Let us
Yeah,
know that
yeah,
in the
comment.
comments.
Please keep it PG though.
Comment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Appreciate you. Get burnt.